I don't think I've taken a breath in like 3 minutes. Oh my God. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. I've been seeing a lot of comments, particularly on my metal reactions, that I have to check out Metallica. So we got to look at some heavy metal. So I sifted through the comments and Metallica's One came up a lot. And they said in the comments to make sure I look at the music video, which is kind of rare for me because usually I watch live performances. But for this instance, I'm going to watch the music video. I'm going to be fully honest, I really don't know much about Metallica. I've done a little bit of research on this piece in particular just to give myself some context because I'm going into a new group, to a new subset of music here, so I want to make sure I'm at least a little bit informed. Now, I do have a tiny bit of experience with this song, and I'm embarrassed to say it, but I will admit it to you. So I know this song, but only the first quarter of it. It was in an old Guitar Hero game, Guitar Hero 3, I think. So I've played, I say played very lightly, I played the first quarter of this piece, but then it got way too hard. So I could never complete it. So at least the first, this is a 7-minute and 44-second video or song. I've done maybe the first 2 minutes of it. So this is brand new to me. If you're new to this channel and you're new to this sort of style of content, maybe you're not, maybe you are. What I do is I will break it down and we'll analyze what's going on, talk about some of the things that I'm hearing for the first time, and you kind of get my reactions into my interpretations immediately. So I will be pausing every now and then. And if you want to watch the video uninterrupted, I highly recommend you do that. That will be in the comment section, or actually in the video description. I'll pin it down there. So if you want to watch the whole thing uninterrupted after you watch this video, that's fantastic. The resource is down there for you. So that's enough talking for me. Let's dive right in.
Has suffered massive and irreparable damage.
You never know what has happened to him.
Had I not been sure of this, I would not have permitted him to live.
Where?
Father?
What happened?
I need help.
What is democracy? What is democracy?
Got something to do with young men killing each other, I think.
When it comes my turn, will you want me to go?
For democracy, any man would give his only begotten son.
It is impossible for a decerebrated individual to experience pain, pleasure, memory, dreams, or thought of any kind. This young man will be as unfeeling, as unthinking as the dead until the day he joins them.
I don't know whether I'm alive and dreaming or dead and remembering.
How can you tell what's a dream and what's real when you can't even tell when you're awake and when you're asleep?
So I believe we're talking about World War I here. So it's clearly about war. There were explosions, there was gunfire, there were a lot of very violent sounds happening. And visually in the video, you see a lot of war-themed stuff going on. So it says, a video for the song was introduced in January 1989 on MTV, shot in black and white by director Michael Salomon. The video's story is intercut with scenes taken from a 1971 anti-war film, Johnny Got His Gun, which Metallica now owns the rights to the film. Now, I don't know what's coming next, but if they're tackling this idea of war and anti-war, they're showing images and video of explosions and things from films and all this stuff, then I know it's going to be a deeply emotional song. And that's kind of what I've learned in this metal journey that I've been going on, is that they tackle really emotional and really deep topics. And maybe that's actually where the heavy metal part comes in. It's not just the fullness of the musical texture, it's the content. So let's continue.
Dreams or thought of any kind. This young man will be as unfeeling, as unthinking as the dead until the day he joins them.
know whether I'm alive and dreaming or dead and remembering.
How can you tell what's a dream and what's real when you can't even tell when you're awake and when you're asleep?
Where am
I can't remember anything. Can't tell if this is true or a dream. Deep down inside, I feel the stream. This terrible silence stops in there. Now that the war is through with me, I'm waking up. I cannot see that there's not much left in me. Nothing is real but pain now. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wake me.
I just went ahead and chopped off everything. Oh, God. Please make them hear me. They won't listen. They won't hear me. Hear me.
Oh, okay. I'm going to pause right there. It's really giving me goosebumps and a lot to think about. And I'd say this is probably where I ended in Guitar Hero. I think that's as far as I could get, because I think it gets pretty intense and I would always fail out at this point. The video is showing people who are injured, and it looks like they've got some sort of serious head injury or something. And I'm sort of trying to pair what I'm seeing with what I'm hearing, and I love that it's a nice complete work and everything, but it's a looping guitar. You can hear it's the same sort of pattern, rhythmic structure, same notes kind of repeated over and over again, but it builds. It builds until we hear the lyrics, and it's still building. So I like the fact that it's kind of looping, because it's making me feel like if I had a head injury, or if I'm thinking of someone with a head injury, that they're maybe stuck in a loop of memories, or maybe they've forgotten something, or maybe they're just confused. And that looping guitar cycle is tapping into that feeling for me. It's making me feel incredibly uneasy. I mean, if the goal here is anti-war, then it's doing a good job of unsettling me. And maybe you feel the same when you watch it. I want to go back to the beginning of the sung portion. What I love about this is that the text is understandable. There's nice grit in the voice. I'm getting a lot of pain too, at least at this point in the song. And hearing this voice in depth and close up, actually paying attention for the very first time, I'm getting pain in the voice. And he's not really doing a whole lot yet. It's not like we start with a huge bang and he's doing all these crazy things. It's just simple. There's some grit and some depth, but I hear an emotional pain. So it really suits the ideas that we're going for here.
Where am I?
I can't remember anything. Can't tell if this is true or a dream. Deep down inside, I feel the stream. This terrible silence stops in there. Now that the war is through with me, I'm waking up. I cannot see that there's not much left in me. Nothing is real but pain now. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wake me.
I just went ahead and chopped off everything. Oh, God.
Okay, so you can hear the pain there, at least I can, and I'm sure you can feel it. And I'm interested to know what your thoughts are, and maybe you can leave a comment. How does the perception of these songs change if you listen to them all the time? Like, if you listen to this song a lot, do you discover new things as you go along? Or are there discoveries that you make maybe on the 10th listen through versus the 100th, or maybe the 1,000th listen through? 1,000th is a really hard word to say. But does your perspective change, or do you discover things? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts on that. There's another musical thing that they're doing here to contribute to this sort of uneasiness, and they're changing meter. So all the way through, they're pretty much in 3, da 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 dee da da, 2 3, dum ba da dee dum ba da dee. But then we go into 4/4 time when we go dum bum beam bum ba bee bum beam dum dum. So it actually changes from 3 beats per measure to 4 beats per measure, and that rhythmic shift is going to sort of disrupt the flow of music, and it's awesome. Let's see if we can hear that shift. So they're in 3/4 time. They have one measure of 2/4 time, which is 2 beats, and then they go into 4/4 time. It's very uneasy. It's like we're on a ship and we're not quite sure what the wave's going to do to the ship, and we're kind of uneasy.
Up, I cannot see that there's not much left in me. Nothing is real but pain now. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wake me.
I just went ahead and chopped off everything. Oh, God. Please make them hear me. They won't listen. They won't hear me.
Oh, wake me up. I'll be like this for years.
Hear me.
Can anyone explain what is happening? Sorry to interrupt again, but what is she doing? His face is all covered up and she's like injecting him with something. There's something that just makes my body cringe when I look at, like, I don't like watching like hospital shows or like shows about surgery or anything like that. It just makes me feel nasty.
They won't hear me.
Oh, wake me up. I'll be like this for years.
Hear me.
Back in the womb, it's much too real. In pumps life that I must feel, but can't look forward to reveal. Look to the time when I live, led to the tube that sticks in me, just like a wartime novelty, tied to machines that make me be. Cut this life off from me. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wake me.
It's like a piece of meat that keeps on living. It won't always be like this, will it?
I can't live like this. I can't. Please, no, I can't. I can't. Help me. Somebody please help me. Mother, where are you? Help me, Mother. I'm having a nightmare and I can't wake up.
Now the world is gone. I'm just one. Oh, God, help me. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, help me.
Okay. I think there's a solo coming up based on the body language of this video. So let's pause there and take a look at what we just listened to. It's kind of interesting to me how the visuals with the clips of the movie are not quite graphic, I would say, but they're in a hospital. The person's clearly injured. Something's going on. It's very serious. And yet the music, especially the guitar, is so beautiful. That very gentle solo at the beginning, like I was expecting more fire in the solo. Maybe I'll get that in a few minutes, but it was so beautiful. And that was a great discovery for me once I kind of took down the barrier, took down the shield wall that I was putting up against metal in the past, is that I didn't fully appreciate the beauty, or maybe I just didn't let myself listen to it on a deeper level. So that's why I'm so thankful for these analysis videos where I get to sit here and listen to these videos without interruption, because I can really appreciate the beauty of it. And I've learned a lot about metal, and I appreciate a lot of things now that I didn't appreciate or understand at the beginning. So I have my wonderful YouTube audience to thank for that. Thank you very much. Back to the vocals for a quick minute. Maybe you can let me know in the comments the members of the group. I always like to learn from you who's in the group, who's singing, who's playing the drums, etc., etc. Because obviously Metallica is one of the most famous bands ever for a reason. Yeah, and I love to uncover just why. What I'm getting with this is that it's always building. What time are we at? We're at 3 minutes and 8 seconds. And from the very beginning, it's built and built and built. We've added more textures to it. And it's making me expect something really big too. Now, let's look at the vocals here. It's not complicated at this point, and it's really letting me just enjoy it and soak it all in. I thought with heavy metal that I was really going to have to focus and really, really listen, because there'll be such a thick texture that I might miss some things. And I have missed many things, and I'll go back and listen again. But it's pleasing to the ear. It's almost inviting to listen to. So I like this voice a lot. And the lyrics here, hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wake me. So this voice is doing such a good job of portraying that pain and that anguish and that just pleading and begging. Oh, wake me.
Yeah. Cut this life off from me. Hold my breath as I wish
with dignity all its own.
Father, I need help. I'm in terrible trouble and I need help.
Don't you remember when you were little? How you and Bill Harper used to string a wire between the two houses so you could telegraph to each other? You'll remember the Morse code.
Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die. Trapped in myself, fighting my only self.
It's Morse code.
For what? SOS. Help.
Landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing, taken my arms, taken my legs, taken my soul. Left me with life in hell.
What's he saying? Said kill me. Over and over again. Kill me.
Don't you have some message for him, Padre? He's the product of your profession, not mine.
Each man faces death by himself. Alone.
Goodbye, Father. Inside me, I'm screaming. Nobody pays any attention. If I had arms, I could kill myself. If I had legs, I could run away. If I had a voice, I could talk and be some kind of company for myself. Why don't they get it over with and kill me? I could yell for help, but nobody'd help me. I've just got to do something and see how I can go on like this.
Keep the home fires burning.
That was insane. I don't think I've taken a breath in like 3 minutes. Oh my God. I feel claustrophobic right now. Oh, there was so much going on. I needed a minute. Is this a normal feeling to have after listening to this for the first time? Oh my God. How were they able to capture such intense emotions? Like, I actually feel like I can't breathe. This is the most physical reaction I've ever had to a song. Woo! It was a mixture of everything too. It was the rhythm change, and then this solo over top of it that to me sounded like screaming pain or something like that. And then the video too, with all the clips, and the guy was blind and wanted to die, wanted to be killed, but he was trapped in this like mask and then shut in a room, and it was shut and he was in darkness. Like, I feel so What's really gripping me too is how I've never experienced this before. How I really felt like the lyrics had never stopped. Like, normally as a singer, I'm so focused on the lyrics and the singer, And I was throughout, but when it transitioned to just a guitar solo, and it ended as a guitar solo, like the lyrics, I don't think came back in, or maybe I'm crazy, but I didn't even notice. So the guitar took over and the emotion was still building and building. Like I didn't lose anything from the lyrics. And that's a first for me. I've never experienced that. Like if I'm listening to a song and the lyrics are over, to me, I kind of, in a way, hear that as the song is probably going to taper off and end now. Like the song is over and then we'll complete it to the end with the other instruments. But truly, really and truly, for the first time on this channel, I'm really feeling like the guitar was a continuation of the lyrics. And I could feel the pain, and I could feel the heartbreak, and I could feel the anxiety all the way through. Oh my God. I don't know what to say. But I'm so glad that I looked at Metallica and I looked at this piece, because amazing. This is the kind of reaction that I'm sure many, many people have had. And I'm just feeling like something in the pit of my stomach and like deep in my chest. So good. What do I even say? Let's go back and try to look at a few things. One thing that I think is contributing to my anxiety at the moment, I love this song. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely loved it. And I'm going to listen to it again. Now that I've done one pass through, I think I'll be able to handle it with a little less stress. But it had a hold on me, and it would not let me go. It went longer than I thought, and I couldn't almost bear it. So the drums. Let's talk about the drums for a second. So it wasn't just all the way through, which you would think more drumming, more sound equals more intensity, more anxiety, more whatever emotion they're trying to go for. In fact, that's not the case. There's a pause. Can you take a breath? Do you hold your breath? So they really used the rhythm here to throw us off balance by adding those two, those two beats, just threw us off enough that it made me at least, uneasy and anxious. Like I felt, once again, I was on the ship and I wasn't sure where I was going to stand or if I was going to fall over. So that was what came at me first when I was like, ugh! And then the guitar over top of it, like just the guy's just going crazy. And please let me know who that guitarist is, because he must be one of the best guitarists ever. Unbelievable. But that to me sounded like the cries or something, like cries of pain that he was, whatever this character is, was feeling inside, but he was trapped in this mask and in this room and trapped in his own blindness, because the doctors, they were just, I don't know why they were trapping him in there. I don't know why they wouldn't let him like at least sit up or something. I don't know. But I felt equally trapped. So I could almost, in some strange way, almost relate to the person in the video in the sense of feeling trapped, because I wasn't sure when this was going to end. And that was crazy. I feel like I'm having an out of body experience right now. I want to hear those drums again. So I've gone back a little bit. I don't even want to look at that. That makes me stressed. But the drums almost teased the dramatic ending. Like there was a couple that just sort of crept in earlier, and then it went full out. So let's hear that again.
Here's the honor, lesson, wonder of the 20th century.
This has a dignity all its own.
Trouble and I need help. Don't you remember when you were little? How you and Bill Harper used to string a wire between the two houses so you could telegraph to each other? Still remember the Morse code?
Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die. Trapped in myself, fighting my only fear.
Those lyrics are insane. Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die, trapped in myself, body, my holding cell. That is gut-wrenching. That is horrible. I can't imagine them doing a better job of portraying musically the feeling of those lyrics. This is incredible. I'm actually so impressed. If I have this much of a physical reaction, then I can't fake that. Like my body is just because the lyrics themselves are really good. Like that is, if you read that as a poem, like if you read those lyrics as a poem, and these lyrics are a poem, by the way, it's poetry. If you read those lyrics on their own, you would feel a sense of anxiety, claustrophobia, feeling trapped. But the music just gets us over the top. Like I feel like the walls are caving in on me right now. Like one time when I was a kid, I was in a musical called Oliver, and I played Oliver. And at one point I get locked in a coffin, and then somebody sits on the coffin. And I remember just being like, if I had claustrophobia, if I was scared of small spaces, this would be really bad for me. So thankfully I had never heard this song at that point, because I think that would just trigger something in me. Do you feel that too? Do you feel like you're kind of short of breath, or is it just me? One thing I want to point out, these 2 feet, how do you play a kick drum that fast? That's impressive. You must get really bad shin splints doing that.
It's Morse code. For what? SOS. Help.
Landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing, taken my arms, taken my legs, taken my soul, and me with life in hell.
What's he say?
Landmine has taken my sight, my speech, hearing, arms, legs, soul, left me with life in hell. Oh, dude, that's so bad. Ugh.
Says kill me. Over and over again. Don't you have some message for him, Padre? He's the product of your...
Is she gonna be the one that, does she save him? Like, does she end it for him? Spoiler, maybe you know.
Not mine.
This is incredible. I mean, I just can't capture yet the right words to convey how I'm feeling, because I don't know if I've ever had this physical of a reaction before. Now, I'm a classical musician, if you don't know this already. I do a lot of opera, I do a lot of choral singing, like I sing with choirs and things like that. And some of the music that I perform and that I hear on a fairly consistent basis is absolutely stunning. So, so beautiful. And it's able to capture such a depth of emotion. And when I was, we'll say maybe a year ago, before I started this metal journey, I lived under the belief that that was the height, that was the epitome of musical beauty. I was kind of short-sighted right in then. And now that I'm listening to all this metal stuff, I realize I was so stupid. I was incorrect. I was too narrow in my focus. And now that I've opened up, I just realize how beautiful this music is. And while the soundscape is extremely different, it's much more explosive. It's much more aggressive in some parts. It's fiery. It's explosive. All of these things. It's so beautiful. It's equally beautiful, which is something for me to say, because I've grown up a classical musician, but it's beautiful and it makes you feel on such a deep level and have a physical reaction. It's incredible. So your homework, your assignment is to go to the comment section, or if you want your recommendations going to the top of the list, go to my Patreon and buy me a coffee, all of which are linked in the video description, and in the comment sections, you'll see it around. I want your suggestions. I want to know what to look at next. Now, I know Metallica has quite the library, but I want to hear live performances. I want to hear music videos and watch music videos. So leave them down in the comment section. If you have other recommendations, any genre, any band, any singer, doesn't matter what it is. If you have more recommendations for me, also leave them in the comments section. So we're going to leave it there. If you enjoy this video, you'll hopefully enjoy some of the videos about to pop up on your screen in just a second. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.